Hey, what up YouTube? This is Mr. Noor14 and today I want to talk about the difference between the original Blink camera and the new Blink XT camera. Okay, I've gotten a lot of questions about it from people on YouTube asking me what's the difference, which one should I get? And today I'm just going to break it down to you and try to explain to you, the benefits of both cameras. Okay, just because something is pretty and new and has more feature doesn't mean it's always better. Okay, and to some people the old one might be better. So I'm gonna go down the pros and the cons of both cameras, okay, and give you an idea of what I feel is the best way to go. Okay, so let's start out with price. Okay, now the original camera started out when it first came out about $60 to $70. Okay, since then they've been doing real good, so they kind of upped the price. So let's say that you got a starter kit, and what a starter kit would include, it would include a camera and a sync module. Okay, and so basically, what the sync module is, it's the brains of the whole unit. It's going to tell the cameras what to do, okay? It's going to give you that 2-year battery life that they're talking about because it's the brains of everything, okay? So if you wanted a kit and you got the original camera, you would get, like I said, the sync module and the original camera. You could get that for $99, okay? But if you wanted the Blink XT and you wanted to get it in the kit, you can get the sync module and the Blink XT camera for $129. Okay? So as you can see right then and there, if you get the kit, there's a price difference. Okay? But let's say you just wanted to add the camera. You already owned the sync module. Okay? And you just wanted an individual camera. Okay? If you just got the original Blink camera, you would spend about $90. Okay? But if you got the Blink XT camera and you got that as an add-on camera, you're going to spend about $119. Well, roughly around $120. Okay? That's not that much of a difference. But if you strap for cash, it kind of is sometimes. But that's just the price, okay? But let's go into resolution, okay? Both cameras are going to give you 720p, okay? And right now, the standard that both cameras are giving is 720p. The thing about the XT camera is that when it's compatible to go to 1080p, so when they update the system again, they will allow the Blink XT camera to do 1080p instead of 720p. Okay, but right now they haven't upgraded the software. Don't know when it's going to happen. So both cameras right now do the same resolution. Okay, so right there, that's a wash right there between both cameras. Now, let's go into the thing that makes the Blink XT superior to the Blink original camera. Now, that's night vision or infrared capability. Okay? The original doesn't have that. What it has is what is called an illuminator. Okay? And what an illuminator is that it's a light that's right there in the center. It basically shines really bright so that the Blink camera can see things at night. Now, some people take that as a positive, some people take that as a negative. Now, when Blink was first coming out, it was supposed to come with an alarm. Okay? It didn't come with that alarm. They're bringing it out later, but you're going to have to pay for it. And that's just another story. I don't know why we have to pay for the alarm, because to me, it doesn't seem right, but I'm not going to go off into there. So let's get back to the Blink original camera and the Illuminator. Like I said, some people think it's a negative, some people think it's a positive. Some people think it's a positive because it might scare the intruder once that big light flash on and say, hey, I'm being watched. Some people have the other thing that it might alienate or get the intruder mad you know, that light is flashing in their face. And that's why they came up with the Blink XT and having infrared capabilities. Okay, the Blink camera is basically just more stealthy. Okay, you're not going to have this big light shine in your face. Now, it might be a little red light that glows that shows that, you know, because it's illuminating the infrared, but that's about it. It's a stealthy camera. The person pretty much might not even know they're being watched, because not only is it in black, the camera, but it has night vision capabilities. Okay, so let's talk about the field of view. Each camera only has 110 degree field of view. Okay, so one of them is not better than the other. Okay, but that 110 degree field of view is amazing. It's wide. I could pretty much see my whole back patio with the field of vision that these cameras give. So 110 degrees is okay. Now, let's talk about the usage of these cameras. Okay, now the Blink, the original one, you can only use indoors. Okay, but the great thing about the Blink XT camera is not only can you use it indoors, but you can use it outdoors, and it has an IP rating of 65. Okay, and the highest rating when you talk about things being waterproof is IP7. So it's just 0.5 away from having the best you can have when it comes to being waterproof, which is IP7. If this thing was IP7, you could pretty much put it in shallow water and let it sink and it'll still record. Okay, but this has got IP65, so it's really good. It's water resistant. You're not gonna have to worry about any rain or anything getting into this system and messing it up. Now, another thing about these cameras is the promised battery life. Each of these cameras is going to get 2 years. Just because the Blink XT is new, it's not going to get any better battery life than the original. Why? Because the sync module is the brains. That controls all that. So it doesn't matter if they come out with the Blink XT2 camera, it's still going to get whatever the sync module, when it comes to battery life, that update says, because it's the brainchild, it's keeping everything going. Now, as far as sensors in both cameras, they both have the same sensors. They got a motion and they got a temperature. Okay? Now, the temperature is really cool because you can pretty much like calibrate your temperature. Just get a thermometer, put it wherever you got the camera at, and then you just set it. So if the thermometer that you have says it's 74 degrees, you set the device to 74 degrees, bam, it's calibrated, it's good to go. Okay, now, if we look at the colors, the original camera comes in white, the XT comes in black. You know, I love the XT's black. It's more stealthy. It's capable of hiding more. People are not going to see it, you know, and think they can just do anything. Like, come on your porch and take your package. No, they will not. But that's the difference when you talk about the Blink and the Blink XT cameras. Okay? When you put them together and you have them go head to head. Now, a lot of people think that because the Blink XT has all the pretty features and you can use it indoors and outdoors, that would be the camera to go with. I'm personally going to say the original. Why? Because if you're just using a camera indoors, then why pay the extra money? You know what I'm saying? The Blink original camera will do just fine. Okay, the Illuminator light, yeah, that might be an issue, or it might be a blessing. You never know. But like I said, it's just the price. You know, you're going to pay $90 for an add-on camera of the original versus $120. And then for a kit, you know, you're going to pay $99. And the kit is going to get you, like I said, the sync module, as well as the camera itself. So in a way, you're getting the the best deal. You're getting the best bang for your buck by just going. If you just want to put cameras indoors, just get the original camera because you're going to save so much money. And the good thing about it is that they have so many sales and specials on the original cameras where they're basically just giving the cameras away. Okay, because I think they're just trying to empty their stock and just go with the Blink XT altogether. I mean, I've seen great deals on 3 and 4 and 5 camera systems for the indoor. Okay, and again, if you're going to just use it indoor, don't worry about the XT because I have no XT cameras inside my home except for my garage. You know, but because it gets cold in the garage, I wanted an XT camera. Okay? And that's everything else that's XT is outside of my home. I would not put an XT camera inside of my home. I would just go and get the cheaper indoor, you know, original camera because I've had them the longest. I know they work. I know what type of battery life they give me. If anything's wrong with the original, I know what to tell the tech support person in order to get it fixed or get it fixed myself. Okay? Now, with the Blink XT, I'm not familiar with many of the issues and many of the problems, even though I have been getting some problems with it, but I've been solving it with tech support. And don't want to get into that now, but I just wanted to explain the difference between, you know, the Blink original camera and the Blink XT. And I hope this has been helpful for you guys to show you which one you should get. Because like I said, they've got some awesome savings for the indoor camera if you're just using it for indoor. Don't get the XT. There's no need to have it. It's too much bang for your, I mean, it's not enough bang for your buck. You know, if you're going to get an XT camera, put it outside. But if you're going to get an original camera, put that inside and save the money. And like I said, for the price you're paying for a couple outdoor cameras, you can get an extra, you know, 2 original cameras. Okay? So I hope this helped. This is Mr. Noor, and I'm out. Peace.